morning, HCA, and welcome to ESBN, that's Eagle Sports Broadcast Network. We are thrilled with the results from the Sweet 16. It was an epic battle and record voting. You guys showed up and voted your hearts out, and we've got some exciting results to talk about today. I'm joined today with our two resident experts, Coach Mac and Coach Cain. Coach Nevins, he decided he was going to bail on us today. He said he had some homework to do with his kids, so we're pretty sad about that. But Coach Cain down there, he's on the road. His dedication is unwavering, and he's still with us, and we're glad about that, even though he is mobile. We're joined today with a special guest. Coach Anna Walker is with us today. Coach Anna, how's it going?
It's going good. You know, I am a big fan of this tournament called March Madness. So I don't know if you've heard of that before. A little bit different than this one. And so this is definitely filling the void of that tournament. So
yeah, what have you thought so far?
You know, I've had all of my picks go the way that I predicted. I came in a little bit late, so after the first round, but I've only had three upsets, so I'm doing pretty good.
That is incredible. I wish we could say the same about our brackets. So tell us, Coach Walker, now you're a vegetarian.
I am, for about 4 years.
So clearly this tournament is pretty heavily biased toward meat eaters. Can you talk to us a little bit about how you feel and how the vegetarian community is feeling about the lack of representation in the tournament?
Yeah, well, I mean, I feel like I can find anything to eat at any of these places. They're still all quality places for a vegetarian. But I did eat at most of these places when I did eat meat. So I'm able to understand both sides of it. But yeah, I think a lot of these places have a lot of great vegetarian options. You know, Choloso's, Chick-fil-A, they got salads. Choloso's has veggies. You know, you even get some free guac if you get no meat, so that's always a plus. So there's definitely some perks for vegetarians in these restaurants.
Free guac at Choloso?
Yeah, so if you don't get the meat, they sub, because, you know, it's a lot cheaper if you don't have the meat, so they give you free guac.
Look, at the end of the day, free guac is great, but what's a meal without meat? Let's just be honest. Come on now.
Yeah, I mean, I disagree, but I understand.
I remember when you didn't.
Yeah, that was back in the day.
You've been to all these places. I've seen you at Whataburger, Chick-fil-A. Mm-hmm. Where else have I been? Where else have I been on this list with you, Coach? Willie's.
Yep.
All right. Very good.
So Coach Anna, let's go ahead and talk to you a little bit about the closed on Sunday region. Chick-fil-A had an easy win over their opponent, and Snuffers, they're snuffing out Jason's Deli. What'd you think?
I mean, I know Snuffers has their cheese fries, and that's good, but I just feel like Chick-fil-A is the powerhouse in this tournament with their fast delivery, great customer service, quality food. So I feel like they're going to have this one in the bag. But, yeah, they've just proven over and over to have dominant wins.
Now, do you know about the Snuffers community at HCA and the loyalty with the HCA community?
I've heard a few things that HCA is pretty loyal to Snuffers. I've only been there a couple times. I have had their cheese fries, and they're pretty good. But that's why I picked them, even though I haven't eaten there as much, is because I know that HCA is pretty loyal to Snuffers.
Are cheese fries vegetarian approved?
Without the meat, you can pick the meat off. You know, try not.
Without the bacon? It's not cheddar fries without the bacon.
I just pick around the bacon and enjoy.
So you just keep the green and the yellow, the cheese and the chives?
Yeah.
Huh. Is the ranch included? What do we do with that?
Yeah, I mean, not too much, but got to add some flavor to make up for the bacon.
What do you get when you're at Snuffers? A salad?
Yeah, they have good sides.
Does Snuffers even have a salad?
Yeah, they do.
They do?
Yeah, there's healthy options everywhere.
Whoa, you're saying my hamburger's not healthy?
I was about to say, you can't just throw that out there and call a hamburger.
I only eat it with the bottom bun.
Healthy. I mean, come on.
I mean, it might be a little bit more greasy than veggies, but even veggies can have butter and all that too, so.
So does it make it vegetarian if I get my salad and I take all the grease from the hamburger on the salad to get some flavor?
Are you saying if that's vegetarian or not?
Is that vegetarian? Would that count?
Yeah. I mean, I still cook like eggs and sausage grease and all. That's probably not the.
Yeah, okay. All right. Okay. All right.
As long as you don't have the actual meat, you're a vegetarian.
Okay. I could try this then, maybe.
All right, so we're going with Chick-fil-A then over Snuffers is your pick there, Coach Walker.
Yes.
I think the Chick-fil-A perennial powerhouse that they are, but we'll see about the HCA loyalty to Snuffers and if the cheese fries can win the day against Chick-fil-A.
I do want to pause for just 1 second, just look at Chick-fil-A. I mean, if you look at their scores as they've gone from round to round, I mean, what a showing. I mean, they really have not even played a ball game yet. I mean, in total, over the last 3 rounds, they've only had 27 votes against them. I mean, either way, no matter what, whether they go through or not, it's been an impressive showing so far.
I just know they're getting through these games about as fast as I get through the Chick-fil-A to get my chicken minis in the morning. It's going really fast. I will say this, though. I'm going to go on a limb. I think Snuffers will be the first restaurant to score more than 30 votes on Chick-fil-A.
Okay.
Anybody want any action? No action on that. You all have no faith. Snuffers will come through with at least 30 votes. I happen to know the guy that runs the Eagle Nation social media pages. We'll get it done.
Are there going to be some payoffs under the table to make this happen?
Maybe.
This sounds like some kind of voting scandal here.
Oh, the scandal already occurred. We don't even want to talk about that right now.
Well, let's talk about that right now, Coach Mac. Let's talk about this scandal. So many of you may have heard there were some late votes last night after the round of 32 had ended. And had those votes actually been in, Babe's Chicken would have beaten out In-N-Out. Let's go ahead and move to the California Dreamin' region. Coach Cain's taking this one. But first, Coach Mac, I want to hear your response. Babes could have won had those votes been in time.
Well, here's the deal. I'm a rule follower. I understand the rules of the game. It's just a travesty that the underdog here, the 8th seed, the Cinderella story, could not make it into the round of 16 because somebody's internet was down or they were working, they were door dashing all day, and they could not get in to make – what was the final, Shots? What would the final have been if we had included all the votes?
I think it was about a 2-point victory.
2 points. 2 points. I threw the red flag in just like Jason Garrett does. I walked all the way to the referee, and I threw the red flag in, and I want a review.
Well, let me tell you, the committee is reviewing the rule book. I mean, this is reminiscent of Cowboys playoffs a few years ago.
Oh,
was it a catch or not? It's about as serious as that.
Well, according to the way the rules are written currently, Babes is out of the tournament, and there's nothing they can do about that. But hopefully, with this in our pockets and all this, we can get this correct for next year's Restaurant Royale. We can get this corrected. This is a travesty. The people have spoken.
All right, Coach Cain, if you're there with us, talk to us a little bit about these matchups today.
We're good.
In-N-Out versus Sonic and Canes and Rosas.
So remember from yesterday, that was my game to watch was In-N-Out and Sonic. And so as you can see in this round, that actually ended up being the best game of the tournament. So I think that Sonic breakfast food, like we talked about yesterday, made it a close match. But at the end of the day, there's just those people that are super loyal to In-N-Out, and it just pulled it out, which at the end of the day, I'm okay with. That was my pick anyway, so I'm not mad about it falling that way anyways. But I was real interested to see Raising Cane's just blow by Roses with no problem whatsoever. I honestly couldn't believe it. I thought there was a little bit more loyalty behind the Roses fans. I know Coach Nevins isn't here today, but I know that he is definitely feeling the pain of loss with Roses. And I mean, honestly, that's why I think he probably didn't jump on today, is that he's still trying to, gather some of his emotions and his feelings just from that loss today. But man, what a showing from this bracket. There were some pretty good, from this region, there were some good games that went through. But at the end of the day, number 1 and number 2 stuck it out. So I think we'll have a heated match to see who gets through to the Final Four.
Yeah, this is going to be tough. This is going to be Louisiana. The Raising Cane's out of Louisiana taking on the powerhouse from California. Here's my thing. I don't understand how chicken strip sauce beat out homemade tortillas in Texas. How does that happen? Homemade tortillas.
I get it. Don't get me wrong. I'm honestly not a fan of cane sauce myself. I'm a big ranch and ketchup guy as it is. But I think at the end of the day, man, it's chicken. If you make good chicken, the people will come. And not only that, you got to add in the Texas toast and like we talked about yesterday with the crinkle cut fries, man. That,
sweet tea.
That's some
sweet
that'll
tea.
get you every time. Crinkle cut fries.
Yeah, that's
I
good.
had that
That's good stuff.
Taking them to the Final Four, and my vegetarian self can appreciate the toast and fries and the sauce. So
Did we hear
There
correctly?
you go. The veggie heads have spoken.
The veggie heads have Raising Cane's in the Final Four. Is that a prelude to Coach Anna's Final Four that we're going to hear later?
Well, yeah, because In-N-Out, all you have is just a burger. And what are you going to do?
Well, I really wouldn't know. I would be with you on that, since everything that's supposed to be good at In-N-Out is hidden from you. You have to go online to find what's good, where at least at Cane's, it's all right there on the menu. 4 items. This is all we do. There's no tricks.
All right, so Coach Cain, who do you think moving ahead?
My Final Four picks are all still in the game in all 4 regions, so I got to stay true to them. I've got Canes going through, and I think it will be no problem whatsoever for them. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a blowout here in this round.
Wow, a blowout prediction.
Ooh.
Okay, well, let's move on to the grilled avocado region. Coach Mac, let's talk about Chiloso dominating. It's a heartbreaker, though, for Joe Willie's fans. But then also let's talk about Solman's moving past Wendy's. Oh, cousin Blake over there taking it to Wendy's.
This is going to be awesome. I'm just letting you know. Yes, everybody's sad that our local favorite, our hangout on Friday nights, the HCA place to be is Joe Willie's. But we all knew, everybody talked about it since the bracket came out, the overall number 1 seed is Chiloso, and they took it to Joe Willie's. At the end of the day, the ice cream and the social factor of Joe Willie's just wasn't enough for the build your own concept at Chiloso. The jalapeno ranch, evidently the free guacamole if you're vegetarian, for a vegetarian menu. So I don't know. I think it's going to be really good. But the big thing here is we do have a Cinderella still alive. Cinderella is still in the dance with the 11 seed Soul Man's Barbecue and our good friend HCA alum 2019's own Blake Temez over there cutting up meat, filling up sweet tea at the Soul Man's Barbecue, still alive, taking on number 1 seed Chiloso. This is going to be awesome. Fun little fact about our friend cousin Blake Temez. His brother also was an HCA athlete in the class of 2013, along with Coach Anna Walker and Coach Haley Kane from the same class. So sentimentally, you got to go with Soul Man's here, don't you?
I think it's going to be a blowout. Sorry.
You don't think Chiloso?
It's Soul Man's.
Soul
Man's has the good tomatoes with the dressing on it. Their sides are good. I don't know about their barbecue, but Chiloso's, that's just hard to beat, and it's a fan favorite.
I'm just looking at the bracket, how it unfolded. Soul Man's has had a tough road to get through here. Now, they are an 11 seed, so it's going to be a little difficult. But in round 1, they had to take on Firehouse Subs. That's no pretender. Firehouse has a good, hot sub. Then they have to immediately load back on the bus and fire it up against Freebirds, which I was shocked that they got by Freebirds. But they get by the Freebird, then they hit Wendy's with all this pub about the chicken sandwich. And they knock Wendy's out 60-40, 56-40, close enough. And now they get Chiloso. I think they're primed and ready. I think Coach Walker's right. I think Chiloso may win it. But it wouldn't surprise me if Soul Man doesn't give him a scare. I think cousin Blake and the class of 2019 will rally and try to push Soul Man's past Chiloso. But at the end of the day, in the last 4 minutes, I think Chiloso will come through.
The staying power of Chiloso. All right, well, let's look at the Ronald McDonald region here. Panera beating out Dairy Queen, which I don't think anyone was really surprised about that after McDonald's lost to Dairy Queen. I think Panera, they just got too much of a variety of a menu there. Dairy Queen's just too niche, and Panera took it away. Now, Coach Mack, you had an interesting idea before the show. You think there may be some parents voting that kind of swayed this in Panera's direction?
Look, being an older generation person, I believe that some of our more silver-headed group of people at the school are pushing Panera forward. Coach Walker mentioned it earlier. Panera is the more healthy option remaining in the entire bracket.
Those vegetarians voting for Panera too.
See, that's what's happening. There's a whole thing going on here. However, I would like to know, as being a health teacher, you have a good battle here between Dairy Queen, the king, really, let's call her the queen of calories, taking on Panera, which is one of the country's most popular places to go on your keto or any other low calorie diet that you're on. And I think there's more people looking healthy than there are people looking for the old belt buster these days.
You know, Panera's really been a sleeper this whole tournament. Not had a lot of press with them. They just kind of kept their heads down, rolled through A&W, rolled through Panda Express, and now rolled through Dairy Queen. And I think they're going to put up a good battle against Whataburger. But, I mean, personally, I'm going with Whataburger tomorrow. I can't get enough of Whataburger. Their burgers are fantastic. They've got so many options. The honey butter chicken biscuit. Their fries are amazing. Milkshakes. When you just think Texas burger, and I would have loved to have seen Whataburger and Dairy Queen go at it between the two of them, but I think the Whataburger burger will be superior here in this matchup.
So you got the Whataburger going through?
I've got the Whataburger going through. Now I didn't have Panera in because I think Panera is just grossly overpriced for what you get. But I'm going Whataburger.
Yeah, I would prefer, my choice would be Panera, but I think Whataburger is going to go through. The Texas pride of Whataburger is going to be a winning factor, I think.
All right, Coach Walker, tell us, how many times did you go to Whataburger while you were in high school after games?
A lot. I loved a good honey butter chicken biscuit, and then what's the one with barbecue and cheese, and it's like one of the all-time favorites on toast. I like that.
Chicken strip deal? Chicken strip sandwich?
Honey barbecue chicken strip sandwich.
There it is.
Come on. Coach Walker, tell us, what is your overall pick? Who do you think is going to win the tournament out of these last 8 teams?
I have Chick-fil-A and Choloso in the final. And it's a tough matchup because they both have, some good sauces with the Chick-fil-A sauce and the jalapeno ranch and good customer service. But my pick is Choloso. It's just because it's a rock wall hangout and just really good food, and, can't beat that free guac. So,
Coach Mac, who do you think is going to go all the way here? You still going with Chick-fil-A?
3 of my final 4 picks are still alive, and Whataburger, Chick-fil-A, and Choloso. It looks like Cane's or In-N-Out is going to take the place of Babe's. But yeah, my place to win it was Chick-fil-A, and I believe that Chick-fil-A will still get by Whataburger and take on Choloso in the final now. Sentimentally, I had Babes in the final, but I have to replace them now with Choloso and have those two go head-to-head, and I'm taking Chick-fil-A.
Well, it's the Elite Eight. This is where legends are made here and in the next couple of rounds. So I'm excited about these matchups. I think we're going to see some head-to-head games that are legendary. So thank you guys for joining us. Coach Walker, it's good to see you. It's good to have the vegetarian side of things. Coach Mac, as always, providing expert advice. We lost Coach Cain. He had some bad service, but he weighed in on his views, and we're looking forward to what's happening.
Can we do one thing before we leave?
Let's go.
I think this is the first time Coach Walker is going to get to be in front of her team. Is there anything you got to say to those Lady Eagles for volleyball team for next year, Coach Walker?
Well, they better be still working out and getting ready for the season. Hopefully we'll still have summer to get ready for the volleyball season, but I'm excited to see.
Will this be championship 11, or what are we at, 12 in a row?
I think so. The district's changing a little bit, but I still think we're the powerhouse and can take them on. So I'm excited, and graduated some great seniors, but we got some good girls coming up too. So
that's awesome. All right, Spots, take us home.
All right, get out there and vote. Get some fast food delivered to your door. Tell your friends, tell your families, vote like crazy. Let's get this thing going. Record voting for today, and we'll look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. Thank you guys for being here, coaches, and we'll talk to y'all later.
All right. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.